Alrighty, this is Tahuya River, and I wanted to film this specific spot because it had a good example of what I want to do on my homestead when I get it going. I don't want to create a river, obviously. It'd be a green belt, but in regards to that, if you're looking over in that area, on that side of the trees, you'd see a bar coming up, and it causes this calm eddy pond, if you will. And on this side, you'll see the start where the debris blocked this one from being too big, but this is also an example of what I would consider like an eddy pond as well. In that, you can see the water flowing swiftly, and in the back you can see the eddy create a much calmer area for crawdads to be able to rest in and maybe predate and hunt and feed themselves. They are omnivores, so they'll eat anything that will get caught back there. It's about 3.5 feet deep right here, and it hits that stump right there, and there's a bunch of debris coming across right here. I think this used to be a beaver dam, actually, now I'm looking at it, or something along those lines, or it's just debris floatsome and jetsam from when the rivers get flooded. In that, though, the flotsam and jetsam right here creates this back current, which creates the eddy pond here. And on this side, the current coming around here hits this area over here and goes into that area. I think when it gets deeper or more stronger currents and stuff like that, that it carves out the area back behind the trees on that side. The reason I'm pointing this out is because I want to farm some signal crawdad. They take about 2 to 3 years to come to maturity. Washington State just recently put out a shellfish license, or required that you have a shellfish license to fish for them. In that regard, the licensing allows for them to be fished for between May 1st and October 31st. During the fall, they mate, and the females keep the eggs on them throughout the winter, and then during the spring, the eggs hatch. Mother takes care of them for about 2 molts, and then they take off, and they're going to need shelter. And along the beach around here on this river, there's grassy areas that would help be perfect for tiny crawdads starting out on their own kind of thing. In my aquaponics plan, I want a big pond and a little pond. The little pond will be like a retention pond to create flow. I'll have condensing wells and fog fences supplying water to that pond, which would supply the other pond with its water as well. In that, I'd have like at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 switchbacks, which would allow for like 3 or 4 eddy pond, decent eddy ponds. In regards to that, I'm going to be shaping those and making sure that the current isn't going to be too fast. But along those lines, I'm going to be wanting little areas like nursery areas in regards to that. The other part about farming for crawdads is that they affect the ecology quite drastically. These guys like to burrow, and so they'll eat at banks and stuff like that. Out here, I don't know if there's any evidence of crawdad burrowing causing that here, just because this is all chaotic. You might find burrows and stuff like that over there and whatnot, but ultimately this river is probably not the most ideal place for them to proliferate. But I have heard people fishing for crawdad out here pretty successfully. Person who taught me how to mushroom hunt said he got at least 20 plus pounds one season, and you can freeze them, they'll keep. My goal is to make an ecology out of it though, so in the ponds I was going to put fish that I know are from this area in regards to crawdads potentially eating the eggs and whatnot, or having hatcheries outside of the pond so I can put fish in that would be a big enough size to survive predation by crawdads. The other thing to note was that you'd have to put fish in there that aren't going to eat all the crawdads. And so I have to look up more about fish before I start talking more on that. I just wanted to show you this area because it exemplified a lot of what I was looking for in my aquaponics system. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments wherever you find this video, and I will attend to them. Love and slack from someone named Zach. Happy New Year. Like and subscribe if you find this on YouTube. If not, follow me on Project Eden on Facebook. Love and slack.